Let's hit 5 likes in this video. What is going on, guys? It is Max Syntax. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be highly revolving around AI. You know, I feel like we can't even escape AI nowadays. It's everywhere we go. And almost every single viral video on YouTube is just AI. So me being the amazing content creator I am, I'm going to be focusing on that. But let's get straight to it though. I'm going to be showing you how to actually AI code. And there's a lot of valuable advice I'm going to give you in this video. And I can assure you that it's valuable because I've heard it from people who are way better at coding than I am. For example, coding Jesus. This guy is absolutely cracked. He can study like a warlord. So we're taking advice from him. And I have some senior developers in my DMs that I talk to, and they have also given me very similar advice. So without further ado, let's get into it. And I do have a very good visual example for you guys because I'm not going to sit here and talk the whole video because who wants that? Come on. If you actually like that, then I respect it. But not everyone's like that. Anywho, the first thing you should never, ever do is to go to AI for your idea alone. And why would you do that? Well, if you don't know, there are several articles that can support this, but I'm not going to pull them out right now. I'm a little bit too lazy, but AI is generally not going to be the best problem solver and thinker. It's going to be really good at, crawling around the internet, getting all the best solutions known, but it typically won't find things that can mold into your interests. Now, let's get to an example of this. I bet you every single one of the people watching this video right now can go to our little friend Claude and we can go and type, very casually. Also, this is language of your choice. I'm going to be doing Python. Give me 10 Python projects. So my guess is this is going to be a finance tracker, a to-do list, a stock, something, build a bot, very basic. Task management, machine learning. That's pretty sweet. A chatbot, automated trade algorithm, content management, IoT, document processing, game development. 10's pretty sweet. But it almost kind of makes coding have this sort of tunnel vision feel like, is that all there is? And the reality is no. We know that there's a massive pool of information to really pull from, but why does AI always make it feel like there's not a lot? Well, the real answer behind this is that it's really pulling the same stuff out over and over again. So to start off, you're going to have a really narrow vision if you can't really sit down and think some stuff yourself. And listen, if you can't think of anything right now to code about, that's fine. You have time to sit here and don't think, but just browse around the internet. There's stuff waiting for you. You might think it's okay to sit here and just ponder, but in reality, the new information that we haven't even touched on is on the internet somewhere. So you can go to Reddit, you can go to Hacker News, I think. You can just browse around the internet, go on YouTube, find some data structures, find new stuff. It's available everywhere. GitHub, there's books. You can read other books that aren't even coding books, and they will end up kind of giving you maybe some cool idea that you can envision and code. There's so much. Anywho, let's get to the next piece of advice. So right here, I have built a very sample, not finished at all, graphing library. Now this is just straight out of the good old tutorial book. However, I'm going to build some classes here. As you can see, very pretty, very modern, haha, thank you. I'm flattered. I know. The code's great. You're going to hit the like button because of it. I get it. It's great, right? Here are 2 things I advise you never do in the process of making any project ever. The first of these being, never ever ask AI to do all the code for you and then add your own stuff into it. Aside from the plagiarism bit that we can all unanimously say hell no to, we have to understand that there's no learning value. Your code may look like you're very educated, but if you want to go anywhere, you want to, have anyone talk to you about any projects you're doing, you're going to seem like a complete dumbass. Do you want to look like a dumbass? No, you want to learn. And the reality of this is that learning is a very, very slow and intricate process, and it's not going to just come like a breeze, all right? Now, the second thing I never advise doing is being like, this code is just not doing it, man. I don't feel like this code is really striking any value in me. So, all right, I have a good idea. Let's go like this. Yeah. We're going to go right here. Python. Yeah, just like that. Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at all the pretty color. Wow. Look at your code. There's a few design considerations, potential improvements, which of course there is. We're nothing less than humans. Issues with the current design and not an actual binary tree. Oh, wow. Look at this. They're defining everything for me. Holy. Oh, a constraint tree. Yo, did we ask AI to build me a constraint tree? No. Oh, we have example usage. Look at that. Oh, there's a lot going on here. Oh, they're going to tell me what raises an error as well. I'm like this. I go back here and I do this. So if we go and look at the very bottom, this is 199 lines of code. Now, if we go to the other code, 26, 109. So we go over here, 199 minus 26. We get 173. They added 173 more lines. Wow. So let's think more provocatively though. what is the better thing to do in this case? And the simple answer to that would be just change your prompt. So let's go back. Let's first of all undo all that AI slop. We're gonna go back here and we're gonna have to, tweak our prompt a little bit. Why would we use such a very long, robust little prompt here? And the answer behind that would just be whenever you give it a prompt like this, it's going to think in a way that is not typical of, people. It's going to be maybe a little bit different than what we're used to. It's taken already a little longer. So see this? This is nice because it's not a human. It's not a tutor. It's not going to sit here and just be like, yo, dude, like, what the flip are you doing? Like, no, it's going to be a little more nice to us. At least we got the node value thing right. Your binary tree is an n-ary tree masquerading as a binary. So look, AI can mess it up, guys. It took me a second to even realize that, but I'm definitely going to trim this up. Parent reference, crucial for bidirectional. Metadata for graph layout algorithms. See, I actually did not know that. This is probably one of my best use cases of AI ever. That's sick. I'm so glad I got this on video for you guys to see. Node metadata. So for this, we can probably just do. So right off the bat with this, I for sure can see that there is a difference between coding and programming. Programming with code, yes, of course, the same thing like that. But programming, the problem solving thing here, bro, my camera died. I'm just gonna record anyway, dude. We can understand that this is code. There's no doubt that this is code. But what is also crucial here is about the way we're using it. There's the logic part of coding that it can really rack up some debt if you make a lot of crucial mistakes. And my goal here is to just perfect my code, but not perfect it to make sure it works optimistically. I'm more referring to make sure that I'm not going to cause any errors later on with features I know I'm implementing. You don't want to implement things that you don't even know if they're going to be there. I know that this base note's going to be here, and I know for certain that I'm going to have multiple kinds of trees here. There's a lot going on in this code, for sure. And the last thing about AI coding here is that there is no perfect way to do it. It's adapted to each and every one of our personalities. For me, I wanted to make sure I'm understanding why my library is working well. And for you, if you're working on any project that has to do with, say, I don't know, you're doing a little calculator and you want to add more features on later on. And you're like, hey man, AI, take a look at this code and do the prompt trick that I showed you earlier. And you'd be like, all right, man, what kind of features can I add to my code here to where it'll definitely not break later on? There's just strong practices. And I know I'm going to do this stuff. It's a lot of these things have to do with kind of things and values you build over time with coding. I highly doubt that any of these features here are going to be sort of in the mind of a new programmer. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you learned something new. My camera died. Yeah, bye.